Hey Pyros, what's up? My name is Ratflame, and actually not just Pyros, everybody! How are you doing? My name is Ratflame, and welcome back to a video you don't usually see on my channel. It's a tutorial on a very important aspect of Camtasia Studio. Now, Camtasia Studio is a video recorder, and it's what I use for most of my playthroughs unless they're DirectX, in which case I use Fraps. However, one problem with it is even if you pick HD 720p, when you look at the video, it's gonna be very much lower quality. So I'm gonna show you how to fix that. Now if we go to just pick a random video here, let's go to our clip bin, and we have our little capture here that I've kept ready. And just delete the audio, we don't need that. Silence the screen because that's all we're gonna need, really. The video quality itself. And let's lower that to like a minute or 30 seconds actually, so that render time is pretty quick. And let's bring in the other file that I need to make this happen. Actually, there we go. There we go. So that's how I do my playthrough on Spelunky, if you haven't figured it out by now. If we were to render this out right now, it would be at 50% quality, and that's how your rendering works, because Camtasia just likes to change it to 50%. So that's the one you would use originally. And we go here and name it Spell Test, I guess. Spell Test, because it's Spelunky. So that's going to render out in a bit. I want to take this opportunity to say why I haven't been uploading lately. It's because of this, really. I found out about this quite a while ago, but I didn't know how to fix it. And I've been messing around with Camtasia software quite a bit, and I finally figured it out. So from now on, I'm going to be pursuing as high quality as possible. Now, higher quality means bigger file sizes and longer upload times and everything, but it'll be worth it if you guys enjoy the content. So that's all I really had to say. I will see you guys in a bit once the rendering is done. So Pyros, we're almost done here, and we are done. So look at that. 30-second, it's only 1 megabyte, or 2, rather, just call it. And remember that size, 2 megabytes. And our bitrate is in quality mode, which we want anyways. Our level is fine. Video quality is at 50%. Audio bitrate isn't exactly the highest. Well, it is actually super high, but we want it to be higher if we want it to be good quality HQ, high quality HD. I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's at 50%. So how do we fix that? When we go to produce and share, we can create our own preset. So as you can see, I have 3 here. The S serves no purpose. That was just me messing around. But you can add or edit presets. So if you go here, we can't edit the actual Camtasia one, but if we go to Camtasia tutorial, which is the one I had, we can go over all of the options that I picked. So I picked MP4. Give it a nice name to remember that, okay, we gotta pick that preset every single time we start rendering out. So pick MP4, which is the best one, especially if you're using a system audio as well. Controller has to do with HTML5 or Flash players, so that's not really necessary right now. YouTube isn't a Flash video site, so you don't need to mess around with that or this, because this is just this will use editing dimensions, which you want, because usually in HD 720p it just changes your video size to match at least one dimension with either the 1280 or the 720, which you don't want. It messes up your video sometimes. So over here, frame rate is fine. You don't want to decrease or increase that. H.264 is your actual renderer. you don't want to mess with these at all. Well, actually, I would encourage you to mess around with these, but for the sake of this video and not making it too long, we're gonna just keep it like that. Now, over here, we want it to be set at quality and have it at high quality because that's what we want. I've never actually seen bitrate, huh? No. Let's just change back to quality. So, keep it at 100%. It's gonna be a super much larger file size than your usual video if you've been uploading like me and not changing any presets. Audio settings, put it at least 48 kbps. That's the absolute minimum if you want good quality. However, if you want really good quality, 320 kbps is what everyone goes for because that's the usual music rip that we use for, our CDs. If you're ripping to your computer, you should always use 320 kbps. It has quite a big difference. You can go a bit higher, but I would say that's not necessary. So since this is a tutorial preset, we'll just set it to 1024 kbps, which you don't need to do. Options, that's also for either Flash or HTML5 and for the site screencast.com, which is, I believe, TechSmith's own video hosting site, which can use all of these. So that's why there's so many options. We're going to move on here. Video info, you don't need this. I mean, you can go there and put on a copyright so nobody else can use it. I mean, anybody should be able to use a preset, and I'm showing it anyways. Watermarks, YouTube has their own watermarks, so you don't need to do it. But if you do want to, you can, pick your logo and place it at a random spot in the video where nobody's gonna have to look at for actual content. HTML, once again, HTML5. We are going to finish. So as you can see, this is how it should look like. The audio bitrate should be over at least 48 kbps. Video quality will be at 100%. Bitrate mode will be at quality mode. And we're going to close this out. And now we will pick that one preset, Camtasia Tutorial. Moving on here, we name it Spell Test HD because it's actual HD. And there we go. So I will see you once that renders done, and yeah. Alright guys, welcome back. Our rendering is complete. Finish window will come up, and there we go. That was my phone vibrating right on cue. So all of these files are created because of the custom preset, because it's optimized so that you can upload it on a Flash player or screencast. So you don't have to worry about that. You just need to worry about whether this file was created, whatever you named it, .mp4. And as you can see, it is 16 megabytes compared to the 2 megabytes that it originally was. That's a big change. This is more than 8 times bigger than the 50% quality video. So it's a big increase. And 1024 kbps, and it's pretty intense. So we're just gonna finish here, and we will minimize this. This is my desktop, but you don't have to notice that at all. We are gonna go to Documents, and we will go to Camtasia Studio, and we'll go to Spell Test, and we'll watch a little bit of the spell test. It might run pretty slow considering my computer and whatnot. So there isn't any sound because I didn't render any sound. I don't know why I messed around with the sound. So as you can see, it's a little bit choppy, and the background doesn't look as high quality as it was when I actually inserted it. Now, considering the type of game design this game has, kind of pixelated anyways, it's gonna be a little tough to see the difference. But it's seeable, I guess. So as you can see now, the background especially is much brighter. The movement is much smoother. Background being the main measurement here because that's pixelated anyways. But as you can see, it's quite a bit of a difference. And especially when you add in audio, it makes a humongous difference. So, yeah. I hope you have learned a bit from this video, and feel free to check out my channel if you already haven't. I post various video game commentary and stuff. If you don't like it, obviously, I'm not going to tell you, oh, you gotta stay. But if you like it, well, feel free to hang around. And if you haven't realized, I call my subscribers Pyros. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys take care. My name is RatFlame, and I will talk to you guys later.